Kakikio. That's how you say it. Kakik. Eek. Oh, no. That's that right? I don't know. You'll have to. Um, I have been wanting to do that. So if you guys, any of y'all want to join the stream, I am down with it. Ka, ki, ku, ki. Huh. He won his vote in Japan. Well, make us feel old. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know you. I feel old. Oh man, that's great. That's great. Kiko is fine. All right, thank you. Nice. Oh yeah. You guys are nice and young. You guys are right there, man. The future. My age is getting into the politician stage. Gotta kick out these 80-year-olds though. Jesus. I'm 93. I can barely wipe my own, but I run half of America. Alright. Right. You're 100% right with that. That is the truth. Did I give you a follow? Did I give you? I think I did. I want to find you. Better make sure. Did I follow you, Kiko? Let's see here. My channel. Still trying to figure out like how all these. Oh, there it is. Hi, I got you. Oh, we just hit our 24-hour mark. Yeah. Hit the 24-hour. Another day down. Another day down. Yes, make sure you give her a follow as well. I am going to take a. Yep, another full rotation, and you're still in the future, my friend. I love my Australian and Japanese friends. They're always a day ahead. And I always love those jokes too. Call up. That's always how you get the account too. You just call up. You're just like, "What's it like in the future?" Get a laugh off that one every time. Every time. Can you give me the numbers to the doctor? I'm still trying to. Oh man. Sometimes I miss doing those cells, but I don't because it was painful work. Painful work. Painful work. Oh Lord, you would chase some accounts, you get this big old account going, and just spend a week building it out. Huge build out, all this stuff. Huge account, huge sell. Get ready to ship, get ready to invoice, try to run a card, and they ghost. They just disappear. It's like what? Like, oh man. Hey, we are all in this together. I'm just gonna keep it live. I got 4 people in here right now for the moment, so I'm gonna go with this. You do karaoke? You gotta come sing some bad karaoke with me, Willie T. Cause I sing really bad karaoke, like really bad. You should probably sing, not me. That was my whole stick at my karaoke gig to stay alive when we were doing this last year. Yeah, I'd work all those hours. God damn, man. I work so fucking hard. I work all those hours. I get to work at like 10. I work all day. Then around like 6, 7, right around 8, I dip out, grab dinner, go to the karaoke thing. Then I do karaoke till 2. I go back to the lab, do whatever I had to do that I was like waiting on, which was usually like rate rotations or some shit like that. That would take me like an hour, hour and a half. And then I'd go home and get up and do it all over again. But I'll never forget because I'm like karaoke, and and you guys are gonna laugh, but yeah, clown on myself for a second here. The owner, she's just like all up in my business. She's like all over this side and stuff, and you know, most people I have like things around the thing, and then I walk over and grab them, bring them back to my table, and put them on, get them on. We do like my little skit where I sing bad karaoke. I do it to Mike Posner's "I Took a Pill in the Beezy" and "Took a Pill in the Beezy." The show of VGI was cool. Oh, fine. All right. So, and it's hilarious because it was sad because I was a little upset because yeah, the lady she comes over and she's like, "I have to talk to you." I was like, "Okay, you need to take a shower before you get here." I'm like, "A shower? Yeah, you smell bad." I'm like, "I bet I do. I just got done a 12-hour shift in an 80 humidity mushroom grow up. Like, I probably don't smell great at all. But that's why all my clients are over there and not standing right next to me." You know? Now, please go over there so I can get done with this shift and get back and do what I need to do. The only reason I'm here is just so I can make it through the winter while we build this out. And the funny thing was, I still stayed for, did that gig for at least 6 more months. I just brought my, hell, that's probably where it's at. I brought my Dolce and Gabbana, so I smell like sweat and Dolce and Gabbana, sweat, manure and Dolce and Gabbana. Not manure because we weren't using manure, but cocoa coir dirt, and it just smells earthy. Yep, she was. She was straightforward. Um, she was also like, pretty mean lady too. Like I have a friend that worked there, and he was harassed for being him because he enjoys the company of men instead of women, and yeah, and he got harassed about it. He had washed the the things off in the bathroom that was very derogatory to him, and she actually got upset and fired him over that for that, and so yeah, it was pretty bad. So yeah, after that I was like, and I was still working because I wasn't quite done, but then I was at a SciCon event and they wanted me to finish up like a talk that somebody had canceled on, so they threw me in there, and so I was like, "Oh shit, I'm not gonna make it back in time." Like, sorry, and they were all upset, but it is what it is. Like I said, that job was just to make it by. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, you know this when you're funky, man. Come on, you can't pretend like you don't know this. Like I'll be the first to say it. Like, yo, I am funky. I get it all the time too. Like friends of mine who will like come up and hug me, and I'm just like, oh, I'm funky. I'm funky. I don't care. Like, okay. Like, I have been working. This work's much more fun. I gotta say, like, it took a long time to get all the lab stuff done, all the OEM work. Like, we were doing products on Amazon and stuff, and yeah, and then eventually I had the service center set up. I was working that, and then eventually I got that all set up, and then it became more like mental work, working out our like, you know, programs to take on paperwork and deal with clients and structures and all that stuff. And that was a lot smoother. And now I'm on my social media phase, which is yeah what we're doing right now, connecting and building up connections with real people. So Too damn funky, man. Yep. Yep. All right, let's see. Oh, we'll get to the 7. We'll just hang for a few more. Yeah, we're not going nowhere. Let's just hang. Oh man, I forgot. I put my damn messenger chat back. Ugh. Like ooh, like ooh, like blah, ooh. Yeah, messenger chats are never fun. There's always so many of them. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'm here doing this thing, and I forgot that right now there is a public call by the DEA to have people testimony over cannabis and its potentials. And so, um, me being the, I guess, the asshole, uptight stoner I am, as reaching out, making sure to holler all my activist friends to remind them what's going on and that they need to be awake. They need to make sure to get these stories funneled into that particular conversation, into that particular document, because the DA basically will have to document, put on file, and once it's on file, it's on the public record and the public debate for the government to at least see. And that's the important. Like, even if they don't deschedule, I want full legalization, but even if they don't deschedule, it's at least on public record. So this is a huge opportunity. And being in this, canvas space, we've spent years hosting different events, working with different events, being part of different events. And the conversation, it's always, I've had lots of times where I've been disheartened because it's like I'm preaching to the choir. We all know. It's it was like I was at a friend's get together. This is how I knew it was a different class of people. We had 3 pizzas. You know how much 3 pizzas and 1 salad cost? $189. $189. Nope. I don't care what they do to a pizza. You cannot sell me $189 worth of pizza. That is outrageous. But we were eating pizzas. It was super good though, and we were with a bunch of doctors, psychiatrists, a couple nurses, a couple college students, and the research writing type college students. It was just me and a buddy of mine. His name's Cash Flow. He toured with Cypress Hill for years. Good guy. So look him up. And Cash Flow, he was having a rough day, so he was rocking with me. And so we're at this party, and I'm like, just come kick it, relax, get off your feet, get out your head, laugh, have fun. And I had shared my stories about cannabis legalization with a friend of ours in that group, and he was super excited to tell some of these doctors, and they were blown away. They're like, no, that had to have been research done to make it illegal, and this and that. And we ended up sharing Cashflow's story, and Cashflow, it helped with his pancreatic cancer. And this is for informational purposes only. This is for him only. This is what he has experienced, and he changed his diet. He worked really hard. There's a lot of aspects that went into this. It's not just the cure-all, but he changed his diet. He consumed his RSO, and it helped him, and I'll never forget, because we've told the story 1,000 times to the choir, but now it wasn't the choir, it was everybody standing up and being like in a circle around us, being like, what, how, when, how much would those, and they were so interested, and we were just like, it was just a little bit of a moment for us, because we were just like, wow, now they're listening. Now we aren't just some crazy hip hop hippies, and yeah. Yep. It's Yeah, man. It's that endocannabinoid. God, don't want to say that word. No, we didn't refresh, so we're not on TikTok. So that's good. Yeah, because TikTok dropped us so quick yesterday. Yeah, there's so many systems. There's a reason our bodies hold on to it for so long. Whereas other chemical solutions are usually pushed right through our livers and not our bodies real quick. Um, you know, I could get on this conversation forever. I believe it was the first power source. We look at power sources. It was what sailed the ships. It's what built ropes. It's what built the canvas sails. Cannabis. Those long strands of hemp before it was ever smokable was what made that. The seed was made into a linseed type oil. That's what they called it, so you wouldn't know it was hemp seed. But yeah, they made that into oil, which helped seal the ships up so they could float. And that's what it is. That was the first power source. That's what sailed around the world. That's what made it all happen. Um, okay, so let's see. I want to just express what you wrote down, just in case. I think we're still live on YouTube. Oh my God, that's literally every convo with my dad from San Francisco. I did this whole speech explaining medicinal qualities, and when I was done, he goes, "Where did you hear that? The Marijuana Times." It was cringe. A few years later, we did a THC gummy. People can change. That's good. It is true. It is true. Trust me. Oh, trust me on that one. People can change. Oh, Lordy, we have had all sorts of celebrities that be like, and then like show it up and talk about, yeah, I want to do a CBD product. Yeah, we looking at you, Gene Simmons. Don't think I forgot. I know everybody else was there. Kiss your ass, but fuck that shit. You can't be hating on us like that. And then there's great people like Tyson. God, Tyson's amazing, man. Like Tyson is, yeah, like Tyson is just, you know, Tyson's just amazing, dude. He was, yeah, his contributions to this whole space has been wonderful. Why is Tyson's photo not in here? What happened to Tyson's photo? Why is Tyson's photo not here? Oh, here. Yeah, this one's here, but I just talked to him, but as soon as I went to get the picture, he turned around on me. So. Oh, and there's a poor face we won't see probably forever. Poor gal. She was like, "I bet you I could roll up the best blunt, Mr. Tyson." Yeah, I mean, in both figurative terms and literal terms. Yeah, been around the block doing this for 25 years. Fought for legalization. Worked in a couple different states. Started my own business. Right now, I'm losing my psilocybin business because landlords are wanting to increase rent and not work with us. But we're doing it. Yeah, stay off that Delta 8 stuff, that THCO. Yeah, it's just all, dude, it's all. I got love from my friends, right? Because, we've had some great times, but the industry, you live long enough to see your heroes become villains. Um, it's an industry full of people who are trying to figure out how to make money without going to jail. And, they'll produce products, they'll get them on the market, they'll sell shit out of them, they'll basically market test it. And then if it causes any problems or it's no good, they'll just wipe the slate clean, do a new package, and put it right back out there. Nicotine bars are the same thing. I was I don't know if I'd call it fortunate enough or sad enough, but I was around when the Juul hit the market, and and the company I worked for was probably part of the reason why it ended up getting sold to the big tobacco company that did, because we were used to offset a small rising cannabis type company, but the billionaire who owned the factories flew in, and God, I'll never forget this. God, I'll never forget this. Um, we were all sitting around the desk, and yeah, they were like, we aren't paid to be here. I'm like, you're sitting around with a billionaire right now. Like, shut up and learn something. But we seen it. It was crazy. Life was. They used it, and the guy basically. I mean, dude, he was so smart. He was so calculating. He was so many steps ahead of the game. He used it. He sold it off to a big tobacco company. The big tobacco company ended up holding the bag when the FDA stepped in and pretty much ruled it into nothing. And then he turned around and just had his factory rolling, ready to pump out so many different products. That's why you have Geek Bars and all that. There's 7 factories that produce all those products. So, and of the 7 factories, this guy owned like 4 of them. So, yeah, yeah. So, he hostily took over the industry, and now we're watching um, an epidemic. That's why I can't do it. This room used to make $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month selling that stuff, easy, at huge margins. Huge margins. Buy it from China for 6. Get it in the States, delivered, tax paid for about 12 to 13, and sell it for 25 to 40 all day, every day, consistently, over and over and over. You know, but I was watching grown men cry when we didn't have their flavors, and I knew something was up. You know, and I didn't sign the NDA, so I can openly say this. When PAX and Juul was talking about selling the Juul, the representative literally told us it was more addictive, so your end consumer would your end consumer would consume more, so your clients will buy more, and we're going to spend $1 million in Instagram marketing, and they got in trouble for that. The FDA got them, So yes, yep, do it. Go, set yourself up the intentions. It's possible to actually rewire the brain to not do vape products. You just got to get over that little hump. So, Stink Puff, I just want to say hi, acknowledge you, and say we are welcome that you're here. We're going to be resetting our stream very soon because we're over the 24-hour mark, and we want to just reset once a day. We're on the live stream for 30 days. I am just staying in the shop. We are working. Right now, we're just conversating and relaxing, but we're working 24/7, nonstop. We're hosting cool events. We're a legal psilocybin business. We're only here for informational purposes only, though. But we would love to have you join us and follow us if you get a chance. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining. And I think we're going to reset in probably like 7 minutes. So let's just do a real quick round. Put an idea out there, something in the chat, that you want to just, hey, well, let's discuss this and see where it goes. What do we got? What's some things that concerns you guys? What's some of your thoughts? Something that makes you happy, something that makes you sad. Whatever it is, throw it out there. Drop it in the chat. And while you do that, I'm going to get out this extremely high tech. I just want you to know that this is a high tech solution. And if you need it for your stream, I got you. Okay? Don't worry. You can just call me and I got you. Okay? That's my high tech camera blocker. Fade to white. Yep. And that's what we got. You could do it, man. Set your mind to it. You can do it. You could do it. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Let's stop this. I did want to think of a different name, though. That's what it's about. You're 100% correct about that. When I used to help people with the real vape stuff to quit, we would sell these little mini cig bats. They're great for smoking weed. Like you can hide the little puffs for informational purposes only. We had sold those, and so I started selling those with vapes to help people quit because the vape was a brand new device, and so they had to still do this action, the smoking action. And if they did do the smoking action, it would only take like 2 weeks to 21 days to kind of realize, have your brain click and be like, oh, dude, I'm getting my nicotine from this and not that, and it would help people quit. And then, two, on top of it, I would say, if you do break down and you do get a cigarette, you would need to attach it to something that meant something to you. For one of my friends, it was tacos. Like, we had figured out he could eat like 80 tacos more per week if he stopped smoking. Something, I can't remember the number, but you get the point. And so the idea was to take the cig, you got to break it down completely, load one little hit into the thing, take the one puff, and then dump the rest in. And when you dump it into the garbage, you have to tell yourself, I could have 80 more tacos if I stop this. Yeah. And do that over and over again, and you'll end up quitting, man. You just gotta practice it. It's hard, but it's doable. I'll tell you what's hard to quit. You'll get out of a fat guy that, I was a young idiot, kid, dumb. Look, I quit meth cold turkey, right? Yeah, I know. Look, I'm big now. I can't quit soda. I'm on my 6th run, dude. I think, but I know now, for me, what it is a trauma thing. I know this is messed up to say, but I think I figured it out because I've quit a few times now, and it always comes back. And what it is it's a stress thing. My mom would come home, and that would be her thing. She'd just come in just bitching about everything. And then it was like, get me my Pepsi. And I'd get her Pepsi. And, yep. And she would then calm down. So, like, I grew up thinking Pepsi calms you down in a way, I guess. And so it's attached to me in that sense. So, like, I find that I don't even enjoy it no more. Like, flavor-wise, it's like, dude, I don't even know why I drink this. It's fucking disgusting. But for some reason, here I am. Still doing it. Oh, yeah, man, I don't know. Since you were 10, that's just so crazy, though. That's, like... I don't want to. I shouldn't have this discussion with you. I'm sorry. Please discuss it with your doctor, 100%. But it's sad. It's I know that. I know when I had a pulmonary embolism, they were like, "Yo, we're gonna put you on, these things. You'll probably take it for the rest of your life." And then it started like causing more problems than it was helping. So, and then I'd do it, and they're like, oh, you could die tomorrow. And I'm like, well, I mean, isn't that the way it is for all of us? And isn't that what you already told me? Like, even on the medicine? He said, even on the medicine, and even if my spouse was a doctor, his exact words was, if my spouse was a doctor, where's a pen? And he had a pen, and he like, you could just, and he laid the pen down. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks for the scare tactic. Let's keep it going. Yeah. Well, hopefully you find the path that you need to on what you need to find. I know you will. The sad thing is, it's a hurdle to, those things you become, it happens. It's meant to be that way. It's the reason why, like, for this, my investors do not like hearing the phrase, it could potentially take one session and you'll never need another session ever again. That's not profitable. Taking a microdose every day, that's profitable. That's what they want to hear. But our models aren't fully set up for that. You know, Colorado will be though, I think. So already getting kind of missed the ball on that one. But once again, we pushed that for Ford, and we're pushing that for Ford. You know, actually, that was my contribution to the last RAC sessions, was to get a transportation plan off of the super microdose. They took my recommendation, cut in half for dosage though. But you know, one step forward is better than no step forward. So yes, fully legalized in all of Oregon, but there are counties who have opted out to do the program. So there's only about 6 or 7 counties that are opted in to do the program, Portland being one of them. Newport out here in Lincoln County is another. Bend is another one, and Medford Market is another. Yeah. It's not fully legalized to purchase. It is a service. You come in and you get your service done. You stay for a long time. Somebody takes good care of you throughout that session. Everything, of course, is tested, regulated. Good to go product. So, yeah, completely legal. I am completely legal. I'm state certified and accredited, and I am I'm like on a state registry for it. You know, I've had people like I had this one guy who was, you know, we sometimes we get people who aren't the best. And you know, we kept paying. I just give him money every time we ask him. One day I'm kind of like, let me double check your books here, and it's like, okay, yeah, I've actually overpaid you, so I appreciate that. You know, I'm like, you just keep it, no big deal. But then they were like, no, you didn't pay me enough, and I'm like, yo, I keep books of everything, like it's all here. Do you want the receipts? And they pretty much were just trying to like bully me and that. I'll call and I'll tell everybody what you're doing. I'm like, I am on a state website that says exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, there's nobody you could tell me on. Oh, what? I know. Bend, Oregon is amazing because I saw the International Space Station fly overhead my first time. I gotta get out there. I have a friend out there that has a practice. They do wonderful work. Yeah, wonderful work. Real advocate in the space too. Yeah, man. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna just refresh, give this thing a new title. I'm probably gonna put it in the debate one just because I think that's gonna start heating up, and I want to see if we can get a couple people talking. So, you met Conan O'Brien at the Portland airport? That's freaking awesome. You know what? That you're saying that? I have heard that quite often, actually. That dude, Conan must do something. He must have something going on. Because I've heard this a couple times that people have met Conan O'Brien in Portland airport. He must have something going on there. Yeah, that's good. You met anybody else? Yeah, Conan O'Brien's pretty cool. I haven't had the chance to meet him. That's like big TV. like I've met actors, but not that. Actors are always fun though because not the like head ones, but you know this one guy. He's always in Adam Sandler's movies. His nickname is Meatball. He's hilarious, man. You sit around, smoke with him, talk with him, and his stories. Hilarious, dude. Yes, that's what's up. You do stand up? Oh, now I gotta find you. That's great. Bravo. I want to find your stand up. It's a good business to be in. I mean, it's a tough business to be in, but bringing people laughter is that's universe rewarding right there. That's universe rich, you know. Well, find me again because I want to have this conversation. Yeah, it don't matter. We are, you know, there's a dying thing happening, right? And there's a new age coming. You know, I'm gonna get hippy dippy on you for 2 seconds. I should make a little hippy dippy warning, like, oh, the guy pops out, hippie moment. You know, but you know, like the person come through. You know, we are citizens of Earth. Like we are all in this. You know, when we get to figuring that out, you know, you'll be just as, dude. You're honestly, you being a comedian in Tokyo is way funnier and probably better to me than being a comedian in USA. You know, like if you're making it in Tokyo, that's amazing. So, do I got no Japanese? No, you said you're learning Japanese, so I was like, hopefully it's in English. If not, I'd figure it out. Good. Yeah. Yeah. You know, the hippy dippy. Here's a fun one for you before we get this thing going. Yeah, yeah, most of the world does. I love gaming as well, and yeah, I would play on games that we would usually be part of the Chinese alliance, and yeah, Chinese always knew English, but the English guys didn't. But damn, it's terrifying, terrifying, it's terrifying playing with those guys. You just see the level of working together. Then you jump back over on your American crew, and everybody's like pissing on each other's shoes, and you're like, oh my god. All right, let's get this restart on. So I'm going to shut down for just about 5 minutes, and then I will be live streaming again. All right, so come join us. Thank you. We'll be right back.